Hello, welcome back. Last time we saw how to create a basic project with Mill. So we created a module, a Scala module, and we ran some code. Today we want to show you how to add dependencies to this project. So you can add dependencies by overriding a function that is already defined in the Scala module. And this function is ivdeps. It's called ivdeps. And what ivdeps is a function of type T of ag of dep, where dep is a dependencies. Ag is like a sequence that can't have. It's like a set, but it maintains order, insertion order on the sequence, on the set. Sorry. But for our purposes, we can look at it as a normal sequence. So for us, the ag is a sequence, and T is the usual mill thing that wraps like types things to make them work with mill and cache them and perform all the caching operations that mill does. So what we will do, we use the type inference, so we don't need to add anything. We do super.ivdeps because we don't want to lose any other deps that are defined in super traits. Scala module doesn't define, so Scala module defines ivdeps as an empty sequence, but in case you are like extending a trait, you could have another trait in your build, like base. And then you could have like some other deps. You would lose them if you don't put super.ivdeps first. So let's put super.ivdeps, and then we append another ag, which is a sequence for us, for our purposes. And then we use a special syntax. The syntax is ivy and then a string. It's like the S interpolator, but it's an ivy interpolator. And this interpolator has a special syntax. So it has group ID. I'd give you an example. Group ID, colon for Scala dependencies, a single colon for Java deps, and then and the name of the artifact ID, which in our case is like oslib, and then colon version. You can also put a double colon here, and I suggest to do so because if you use Scala.js, then this will be automatically converted in a Scala.js dependency. So I default to add like double colons everywhere. And now I can try to compile. If I compile now, what Mill does is it downloads the dependencies and adds it to the dependencies of the project, of the module. So now I can actually use the library for example, oswrite os.pwd / my file. This is oslib. I don't know if you know the library. Content. Now it's compiling. Let's run it. And now you see that it actually wrote a file called my file on my os.pwd, which is the current directory, which is in this case the project directory. And this is how you add dependencies to Mill.